with us. He's with his head of research at Chola Securities. Dharmesh, great to have you with us here. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's just start with some of the big sort of moves from the last couple of days. We'll play out this Biocon soundbite, but there is a story in one of the newspapers as well, which was confirmed to us by the management yesterday. Biocon Biologics getting merged into Biocon. It's a large deal. Biocon, the stock was up about 4.5% by close yesterday. I don't know if you've looked at this one closely, but your thoughts?
Yeah, good morning, Prashant. Thanks for having me for the show. I haven't looked at very closely on this merger deal and how the things are going to play out. But at the end of the day, this may work well for Biocon Biologics because it's a single concentration of management and focus area. So that is it. But details of how, the financials are going to play out and how it is going to help Biocon Biologics by getting the balance sheet benefit of Biocon, that has to be seen in greater detail.
Okay, all right. There were a lot of good results that came out, Dharmesh. Anything that caught your eye? Case in point being a Honasa. I recall when it listed, the stock went dancing away close to 500 rupees. Then it corrected close to around 200 rupees. But these numbers look good. 16% volume growth. The margins have improved. And ad spends as a percentage of the mix, that's come down from close to 40%. It's come to the low 30%. Street will like that. Any view on this name?
Yeah, good morning, Nigel. Numbers particularly has been really encouraging as far as 16% volume growth is concerned. But if you look at on a like-to-like basis, for example, if you compare it with Nykaa, then quarter on quarter, the numbers are not that great. Nykaa came out with a better set of Q&Q growth numbers on all parameters. Here, Honasa, last year, same quarter was a very bad quarter for them. In light of that, it looks particularly good. But again, the differentiation is being on the valuation front. So Nykaa trades almost 500, 600 times of its earnings, whereas it's around 110, 115 times its earnings going forward. So there, I think the benefit is there. I think it's more of a trade to play out, maybe 10, 15% kind of an upside in say 2-3 months. And that is it. We are not looking at both of the counters, be it Nykaa or Honasa, as a thematic wealth creator kind of a play.
Okay, that's on Honasa. Dharmesh, Asian Paints, what a story yesterday, right? And what a blowout blockbuster performance. Now, what do you think? I saw a lot of the brokerage notes this morning. A lot of people are calling for a return to 3,000 plus sort of levels on Asian Paints. What's your sense?
Good morning, sir. Even I am on the same camp. The stock price can rally to 3,300, 3,100 kind of a level. So, but this again is a trading rally. Look at the numbers. The volume growth was 11% and the value growth was 6.5%. Same was the case with Berger Paints, where volume growth was higher and value growth was less. So this does signify that there's a heated competition in the space. And the players who are there, the new players, be it JSW Group or Grasim, and the others in the foray. So 2-3 more players have entered the space. So they are going to create a competition far higher. And it will be more of a volume-led growth. And now the second part is what is the valuation multiple? They are trading it with the kind of profitability growth these players have to offer. So at best on a value front or the PAT front, you may get a 10-12% kind of a profit growth. And in light of that, if you are valuing a company of say 40x, 50x P multiple, it's not sustainable for a long-term basis. So trading plays and one bad quarter of slight slippage may have the stock price correcting 10-12%. So that is how we are looking at this segment. Take it as a trading play.
Okay, so a trading play perhaps. That's Asian Paints.
Dharmesh, the new listing yesterday, Grow, any thoughts? Tata Motors commercial vehicle business got listed separately. That's another one which if you want to weigh in, do come in. And, BSE is back above 2,700. What would you do with that?
Yeah, all the capital market plays have been doing exceedingly well. The numbers of BSE was excellent set of numbers. 61% kind of growth on the backdrop of it. NSE, when they reported the numbers, there was a degrowth out there. So clearly, the BSE has been gaining more strength into the market volume share. So our take has been very clear and simple. What we have been recommending is all the exchanges place with the infra into play. BSE, CDSL, NSDL, and the AMC place should be, treated as a basket along with AMCs. What we have been avoiding particularly has been the direct brokering place like Motilal Oswal and all. Grow the price, ticketing price was such 9,500. I mean, that do attract retail interest quite a lot, and we were expecting 15 to 20% kind of a bump up on the listing, which has happened. Though we had a neutral rating on the IPO note for the growth. I think from here on, it will be again, it will consolidate and time-wise, I mean, consolidation will happen. It's trading at a premium, but with this clarity coming or the delay in the option, weekly option expiry going away for some time, will help, maintain and sustain its valuation multiple. So if you have already applied for the IPO and invested, the recommendation is to stay invested, but we are more focused on exchanges, infra, and the AMC plays in the capital market space by creating a basket.
Dharmesh, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much. Useful conversation as always, and good speaking with you.